first video back of the year. You were reading the title correctly, and I wish it was a joke. Why is this not a joke? So there was an incident at a festival/show in Maine called Crustmas, where when the band Dragged by Chains was playing, deer heads were brought into the pit. Deer heads, not fake ones. Real ones. Yeah, you're already thinking, oh, that's horrible, that's disgusting, that's awful. It can't get any worse, can it?
Oh boy!
On top of already having deer heads in the pit, it gets even worse when apparently one of the members of said band at the end of the performance stomped on one of the heads till it burst, and they pretty much, all the remains were everywhere, all the blood, yucky stuff, all that was around. They were fucking around with it. People were taking photos with the head. They were passing it around. I'm like, what the hell is going on? The band did end up making an apology on Instagram, but at the same time it had pretty much the same sincerity as a YouTuber apology, so take that as you will. And they were saying that the deer were killed for their meat by a butcher, allegedly. There's been some rumors that the band brought it. There's been some rumors that the butcher brought it. Pretty much this story, it's like, oh, it came out, what the hell? And then it just seems like little tidbits are just sprinkling out here and there. So it's like, I'm recording this. The story might be a whole entire other turn by the time this one comes out. And there was also a group chat leaked from hours prior to the story about the sorry, saying how they thought it was cool, funny, whatever the hell. I had a picture of it. I forgot what it said completely, but it was either cool or funny. Still, it's neither of those two. And like I said a bit earlier, there were people taking photos with the head, but there was one girl that stuck out. She was like the main one, and she's come out apparently publicly on TikTok now and saying it. So her name on TikTok is Diana May 7, and you can pretty much find it. She's acting like she didn't do anything wrong. Like, oh, why is everyone mad at me? And apparently there was one story that was on Instagram that's now private, where she responded saying, go to a punk show or two. What? Now, I've been to a couple punk shows here and there. Not saying I'm a frequent goer of them, but this just seems bizarre to me. Like, this is disgusting, and that's what a lot of people think as well. Like, most of the response to this has been negative. Like, everyone's like, what the hell's wrong with this band? They're saying they're like edgelords, they're dumbasses. I think they're dumbasses, I'm gonna say that 100%. So Diana ended up posting to TikTok a couple days later, talking about what happened there, how they were passing around the deer head, they were having fun with it, taking pictures, and saying that she wasn't being disrespectful with it. But then in the same exact video, not far after, she said it was cool as fuck to take a pic with the deer head and head banging with it in the pit. The entire situation just appears to be fucked every way to Sunday. And this is just, like, this is blowing my mind. And it's so messed up, from the band doing this, to the girl with the photos, and anyone else who enabled this stuff, to even, I would say, the people who booked the show, because the booking people and the venue people are not the same, so the venue probably didn't know, but they still should have tried to stop it. But the booking people too, like, it's their ass on the line too, and a lot of people are already saying, I'm not going to shows booked by them people and all that stuff. But I also feel bad for the bands that were also there that are not Dragged by Chains, because now this cool show that they did will now be associated with dumbasses crushing a deer head. And also, deer do carry diseases. I don't know what diseases, but if you're playing with the head, you're bound to get something on your fingies, and God knows that they washed their hands afterwards, and apparently they were spreading the blood around the floor after they crushed it, so God knows what the hell got in their system. So it's like, I'm hoping everyone that ended up being exposed to that was not a part of this, is being safe, and it's just all messed up. Now, before the video is over, I do want to shout out / thank the creator who talked about this first and ended up, like, being one of the main, like, talking heads of this, it seems, that I can find. They go by Mutilation on TikTok and Instagram. I'll put up their TikTok here. Yeah, they've discussed this from, like, front to where it is now. And that's where I got a lot of my resources from this. And then also other tidbits. So in conclusion, this band is dumbasses. Don't see them. Don't enable their stupidity. The girl, I hope, get your head out your ass and realize, hey, this is messed up. This is not funny. This is not cool. This is just weird. You're weird. And thank you for watching the video. First one of the new year.